Touchdown has them looking in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they look like they're on good shape on the offensive side, but listen, no lead is safe in this league, so you got to be alert. Be alert for trick plays and things that you haven't seen yet.
The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to start. The Texans ready to take that football down the field. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Texans coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do.
Marks has the sack.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power, and it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella, busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
The Bulls with a nickel look here on defense. Launching it deep. He caught it. No one's going to get him now. The 20, the 10, touchdown. Important was that touchdown early in the fourth here, Phil, to stay in the game.
Oh, it was huge. They needed something. They needed a little lift here to try to get them in position where they can finish this game off. A lot of pressure now on their defense. Can they go out there and be aggressive, make a play, and get that football back for their offense?
Kaepernick's going to have a tough time upstaging what he did on that scoring drive, passing for over 80 yards against a defense that had no answers for him. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Looking at the quarterback matchup, it's a tight game, but these two guys have been going in opposite directions today.
I was always told this by my coach in the NFL. Sims, on Monday, they only want to know one thing. Did you win or did you lose? They don't care about the statistics.
The Texans will come out in the dime. First down at the 23. And it's on target to Danny Amendola. The Bulls did not have their best effort last week in the passing game, but that has turned around today. Bortles been focused and in control of this one, Phil.
Yeah, listen, it's not always just the player or the quarterback's fault. Last week's game plan was not good. This week, it's a much better game plan. He's had more opportunities, and boy, is he taking advantage of it.
First down here after the completion. Bortles gonna scramble. Makes the catch. And Rice is stopped there.
When you have a lead in the fourth quarter, you like these short completions because you pick up yards, and that clock keeps moving.
Bortles going to take it from the gun. He's got some daylight. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. The Bulls have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. Third down and 3. Picks up 8 here. The Texans have counted on this defense to keep them in games this year, but so far that unit has been absolutely manhandled.
Yeah, this is a game they are not used to, that is for sure. And what you're doing on the defensive side, you get in that huddle, and you just want somebody to make a play to turn this game around and get your defense off the field.
That's a gain of 8. That's his 4th catch of the day.
Good job that time by the quarterback. You got a lead in the fourth quarter. Don't take chances. Nobody open down the field. So he throws it short, and he gets a completion.
The Bulls will take the snap from the 30. He'll throw it over the middle. Intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. They got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
Handing the ball off hasn't been something that's worked for either one of these teams today, Phil.
Well, what you have to show on the offensive side when you want to run the football, you got to show some determination, and the guys on the offensive side just get tougher and make it work.
The Texans have been in a fight today. The score's 28-21. Colin Kaepernick from the shotgun. And ball is out. A recovery by the defense. That brings the play to an end.
Good job by the defense that time, creating a fumble. And that is truly a takeaway because that hard hit took the football away from the runner.
The Bulls offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Leading and with possession of the football, a good place to be at this point of the game. Over to Thomas. Gilbert's going to make the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Two minutes remaining in this nail-biter. Can the offense hold on to the football and run out the clock? First down at the 19. The ball lands in the hands of Landry.
Well, how many times can we say it, Jim? Another touchdown pass by the quarterback. He is, to say it, he is really on. He is feeling it. When they get open, he is making terrific throws.
The Bulls lined up now for the point after. It's good. The Texans ready to receive the kick. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Texans just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done. Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
Well, this tight end is bouncing back. That's a big deal in this league, Phil. And he didn't have a good game last outing, but today, a completely different story. Well,
He's such a good player, Jim, that it's hard for him to have two bad games in a row. And so far today, he has been sharp, and the quarterback is putting it right on target.
First down at the 45. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Kaepernick's got it in the gun. Looking across the middle, and he hauls it in. As the numbers show you, this is a tight end who has been dominant throughout this game, Phil.
Well, it used to be you would grow up, you'd want to be a running back. Then it changed. Now you grow up to want to be a quarterback or a wide receiver. Now we have a group of kids that are growing up. They want to be tight ends because we are seeing they can be great on the field.
Second down, late in the fourth quarter. Just about a minute left. It would take a miracle to pull this one out. Second down, 4 to go. Looking long. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
Good try. Throw it deep down the field. It's a beautiful throw, but it just goes incomplete.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Texans need to get to the 19 to pick up a first down. They'll go shotgun here. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit. Tremendous defensive play that time, making sure that pass was not completed.
That job is getting harder and harder, isn't it, for defenders to jar the football loose, because just about anywhere you hit the receiver, it's illegal. But a good legal hit that time, it knocks the ball loose.
Going for the deep ball. The Texans turned the ball over on downs. They went for the deep throw, but the defensive back was there.
Yeah, good job that time. I got to give the defensive back a lot of credit. He was not caught sleeping out there. He was alert, read the right keys, and he was right with the receiver to knock down that deep throw.
And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down. Before there's another snap, the officials want to go back and take a look at that last one. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
Inside the last 2 minutes, this one had to be instigated by the folks upstairs. They challenged the call on the field, and in fact, it was the proper thing to do. The play is overturned.
Yeah, good job by the officials upstairs, seeing it, knowing there was a mistake on the field. That's what I love about the NFL. They're not afraid to admit, to say they made mistakes and turn them around.
First down at the 34. Julius Thomas gets his hands on it. The Texans are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Second and 6 coming up. Ray Rice lined up in the backfield. The Bulls take it from the 38. Julius Thomas with the reception. Gets about 9 on the play.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Got drilled as he throws it. Second down after the incompletion. The Texans defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Thomas has the catch. Jackson, that time, in on that tackle. Following that timeout, defense back out on the field. Coming to the line at the 36-yard line. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And this is dropped.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Rice lines up as the single back here. Heaving it down the field. Oh, wow, what a time. Touchdown near the end of this one. And again with that touchdown on their latest drive, we have a quarterback zeroing in on the single game pass touchdown record.
Wow, I like his chances of getting it, don't you? The way they are playing on the offensive side, the way they're calling plays, and the way they're
The Bulls with an extra point try on the way. The point after try is in the books. The Colts can perhaps get the big return and do something here before halftime. They're suddenly trailing. The score's 14-10. And he'll start his return. And he's met head on right there at the 20. The Colts put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on third down. Just not a good play on third down. They got to do better in that situation. If they do, that's going to lead to 7 points.
Still first down.
The Colts will take the snap from the 25. Charles is tackled down after a gain of 5. The Colts are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. The Colts will come out in the pistol. The Colts will take the snap from the 30. And they'll run the football with Charles. Timeouts called. We're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. Looking at third down. From the shotgun. The Colts now move the chains.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
2 hands on the football and has the catch. We've reached the intermission, and soon we'll be sending you to Larry Ridley, who's going to break down all the first half highlights as we send it to Orlando in a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to it. The Bulls right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Colts, on the other hand, want to quiet this crowd and turn things around. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. 2nd and 2 coming up. In traffic, Selleck will make the catch, and he goes in for the touchdown to cap the drive. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now early in the second, ball's going to be up for grabs here. He'll pick up only a few yards here. Following the forced fumble, here's a throw is hurried and picked off. Watkins is going to turn it around for a touchdown. The Colts tied up at 7. Now to late in the first half. Tebow is going to find his mark, and he goes in for the score. They're now on top by 4. So that's all for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to the field for the start of the second half.
Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Colts offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide. In this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half. Charles is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Colts from the 22. And now here's Charles on the toss.
I think, Jim, you know, when you got a close game like this, this third long on the offensive side, you got to be smart. You know, don't take a chance. If you take a chance and cause a turnover, then that could turn the game around big time. So I expect the quarterback here to be very conservative with his decision.
Get ready.
Third and 10. Almost intercepted. And that's a defense that doesn't yield a whole lot. They didn't in the first half. And now, same story here in the third quarter, Phil, especially on third down.
Yeah, been a good job. They've done a good job all day long on third down, Jim. But the defensive coordinator, let's give him some credit. It takes talent and good coaching to make it work on the field. And right now, they're getting some good coaching.
Close game right now, partner, and you look at the matchup at running back, and neither one of them has really been all that effective.
No, Jim, they have not been. I'll say this to the running backs, to the coaches, to the offensive line, everybody. Stay patient, stay with the run game, and I think it will work.
Get ready.
First down at the 23. Handoff to Ray Rice. The Bulls lead right now, but you will see that not everything is going their way. Rice has had a tough one, especially down the stretch. If they want to control the game, you have to think they're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play calls. If you do, the defense will have everything on their side. That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
First and 10. Rice looking for room. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. The Bulls have had a tough time running the football here today. And Rice is finding it impossible to find any open space.
Well, when something's not working, what do? You do something else. How about some short passes? Get the defense to back off, so then maybe you can run the football better.
That's a gain of 6. Third catch today so far.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and it picked up solid yards.
Tebow's 3 for 3 with that completion.
Let's go.
Third down and 2. Handoff out of the I formation.
That's awesome. Every time you pick up a first down, what does that do? It shortens the game. It also keeps your defense on the sideline, and they get rested up and ready for their turn. But you got a lead here. It's a small one in the second half. Keep getting those first downs.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Rice lines up as the single back here. And that'll gain just a few yards. It'll be third down.
Get ready.
Rice. Still powering ahead. Nice chunk of yardage picked up by Rice. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
Rice is able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
Tebow's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Pulls it in. Almost into fourth, and they've just increased their lead. Could it be time to rest the starters, Phil?
Oh, no, Jim, not even close to that yet. We've got a long way to go. You've seen it many times in the NFL. Big leads have a way of just disappearing, so I'm not counting this one over by any means.
The Bulls now will tack on the extra point. Inside of the uprights. The Colts are ready to return the kick. Smartly takes the knee in the end zone. The Colts weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
It's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
Allen's the receiver, sent out wide to the left.
Let's go.
Looks like a false start penalty.
False start, offense.
And now, after the penalty, it's 2nd down and 15.
Let's go.
And they'll give it to Jamal Charles. And gains maybe 4.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just great.
And intercepted. The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back here in this one. Fourth quarter about to get underway.